Our today's experiment is to calibrate the incline manometer with respect to a Scania millimeter, and this is a typical manometer which is very sophisticated instrument. The least count of this Scania millimeter is 0.01 mm, and this is the main scale, and there is a vernier scale. So we can measure up to a 1 upon 100 mm least count, and this is differential pressure calc which is designed by the TSI, and the least count is 0.01 Pascal. This is our incline manometer. So our objective is to calibrate this incline manometer with respect to a Scania millimeter as well as with DP calc pressure measuring instrument. So these three instruments are required to calibrate the incline manometer. This is a water which we are using for creating the pressure. So this is the inverted funnel, and this is the tube, and this tube is here. It is going into three directions. One is going to incline manometer, other is going to this DP calc, and this third one is going to this Scania manometer. As we create the pressure, the same pressure is transferred in three directions. So whatever the reading here, we try to move it up, and so that there is a image error. There is an image error which we have to coincide with it. And in this process we move it off so that these two image and object should coincide with each other. So for that we take this reading as well as the reading shown by this DP calc manometer. Again we create a pressure by powering the water, and as you can see in incline manometer, this reading is changed. Okay, with this automatically the reading shown by these two instruments is also changed. So in the same process we try to move it up, and also we try to move it up to coincide the object and image error to equalize the pressures. And in this way we create a pressure by powering water throughout the scale of an incline manometer, and we observe this two reading with respect to the incline manometer. After going through the whole length of this scale, again we came back, and we also try to observe the reading shown by incline manometer as well as the corresponding value of the Scania millimeter and this DP calc manometers. And in this way we get the result, and we plot the reading corresponding value of the incline manometer with this DP calc pressure measuring instrument, and we also plot the graph of the reading shown by this incline manometer and this Scania manometer, and whatever the relationship we get, that is actually calibrated. And whenever we want to use this incline manometer in our underground mines or in the other places, then the same value of the incline manometer can be converted into the Scania millimeter reading or DP calc manometer reading. The main purpose to calibrate this incline manometer is that we understand that the bore of this tube incline manometer is not uniform throughout the length. Therefore, the reading shown in between, in particular part of this scale, is not exactly the same as shown by this standard instrument, and that's why it is calibrated. And also you can see that the diameter of this vessels is more than that of this diameter of this inclined tube manometer, because whatever the changes takes place in this inclined manometer, there is a very small reduction in the level of these vessels which is filled with the water, and that's why we can neglect the level difference in this inclined manometer, this vessels, and only we are concerned with the measurement of the reading with this inclined manometer. After the calibration, you can use this inclined manometer anywhere because it is very handy and it is not very costly. Therefore, such kind of an inclined manometer can be calibrated with this standard instrument, and whatever the reading we would get from this inclined manometer, that can be converted into the equivalent and corresponding reading of the inclined manometer and the DP manometer. And that reading would be also an accurate reading, and the precision would be also the same as with the standard instrument. It is, this inclined manometer is used to measure the pressure difference in between 2 points. So we connect this higher pressure side at one point and the lower pressure side at the other point. And in this way, there is a flowing of the air which always takes place from higher pressure to lower pressure. So we would be able to know what is the pressure loss in between these 2 points for flowing the desired quantity of the air.